Good morning, everyone. Going live here on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook and YouTube. This is Wednesday, May 6th, Heartful Meditation Practice Group. Welcome this morning, and I hope that you had a good night rest and your brain is fully functional and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to mention Thomas Merton, Thomas Keating again. I'm doing two things at once. I should move at a time here. I'm trying to set up the videos a little bit better so that I can see what I'm doing here. That's great. Good morning, everyone, again. This morning, we'll be sitting together, and I want to quote from Thomas Merton here in his book On Prayer. I keep saying Thomas Merton. I mean Thomas Keating. Thomas Merton was also a Trappist monk, mystic, but I've been focusing on Thomas Keating because his book Open Mind, Open Heart, and this book On Prayer. Hey, Russell. As St. Thomas Aquinas taught, whatever we say about God is more unlike God than saying nothing. If we do say something, it can only be a pointer toward the mystery that can never be articulated in words. All that words can do is point in the direction of the mystery. All that words can do is point in the direction of mystery. There was this fellow by the name of Pseudo Dionysius many, many centuries ago, and he developed this thing called negative theology. And in negative theology, it basically states that anything you say about God is wrong because God is so far beyond language that the only way to approach God is the only way to talk about God is in the negative. That's kind of what Aquinas is saying here. Whatever we say about God is more unlike God than saying nothing, which is silence. If we do say something, it can only be a pointer toward the mystery. The mystery is so far beyond us. Meditation isn't about expectations, success, or achievement. It's not about doing anything. Meditation is about being. It's not answering questions. It's not seeking knowledge. It's seeking the holy itself. Every person has this capacity. We're born with this capacity to attract to us. Some call it the secret. Some call it manifesting. I want to manifest my future. What is it that you want to manifest? And what you draw to yourself is what you focus on. What I've chosen to draw to myself is the light itself, not fragments of the light, not portions of the light, but the light itself, to connect with the higher being, to connect with the supreme one of all unity. That's my pursuit. And I find that in pursuing the oneness of all being, all things in my life get filtered through this. And the radiance inside me continues to grow. And it's all rooted in the practice of heartful meditation. Thomas Keating teaches centering prayer, which is very similar to what I'm talking about here. Uh, and if you want to add fullness to your life, then pursue the oneness of being, and all things will be added to you. So, spiritual counseling, I do spiritual counseling and spiritual direction, and you can find help at peterpanagore.love. I hope you do come. I'm trying to send out weekly email notices to people. I'm having a little trouble with my email system. If you signed up this week and you didn't get an email notice, let me know, and I'm trying to work out that glitch. There's a Zoom group meeting tomorrow. I'll post up the Zoom links, and I'll do that a little bit following this session here. I'll put them on my Facebook and I'll pop them into the YouTube feed. Your tips help continue the support of this group. So I normally meditate in the morning, and I'm meditating, opening this up to other people to meditate with me. And I realize I should take my glasses off because you can't see my eyes. Um, and I keep forgetting to do that because I got to read. So this group continues because of your support, and I appreciate that very much. I've been getting some comments about whether I should be replying to people live I like to do that because it makes people feel like they're present, and they are, like Sheila and Ellen and Gina from Louisiana, and Mary and Russell over there in the UK, and Pamela. Russell says, "It seems to me also that the harder we try to be like God, worthy, the harder it is to achieve. We need to be ourselves and work on ourselves." Yes, it's not about achievement. That's the thing. It's not about achievement at all. It is about um, being, not doing, not having expectations about the feelings that you'll get or the mystical experiences that will come or any of those sorts of things. Or it's only about practicing being in the silence, because only when we enter into the silence, which is essentially the quieting of our mind, can we begin to listen to God. This is the prayer practice of listening, not the prayer practice of asking or having expectations. It's the practice of trying, of not like Yoda said, don't try, do. This is the practice of being. Don't do, be. Hi, Sharon. Anyway, so empty belly is the best way to meditate because you're diaphragmically breathing and you want to be able to fill your belly and you don't want to use your lungs. Those will fill as you diaphragmically breathe. Breathe. See, shoulders go up. Diaphragmic breathing. Shoulders go up a little bit. Lung breathing. Shoulders go up more. Diaphragmic breathing. Shoulders don't go up very much at all. And yet your lungs fill. So you breathe diaphragmically, you follow your prayer, your mantra, you repeat it over and over and over. When your mind wanders off, you don't try to stop your wandering mind. You just come back to your prayer as soon as you notice your mind wandering. The goal isn't to try to do your own psychotherapy by looking at the things that arise. You can look at the things that arise and let them pass by, and that's good. But a way to let them pass by is to go back to your prayer and not let your mind fool you into following a stream of consciousness down a rabbit hole. So here we go. Time to drop into this prayer. It's 8:07. I've got my little gong here. I'm going to take my tea strainer out because I do store it in there to dry. And I'll be a little quieter on the gong this morning. I guess it was a little shocking to people. One person, sound can be very shocking in meditation. If you hear a long, for me anyway, when I am deep in meditation and a loud noise comes, it can vibrate my whole, like whoa, like a shock to the system. So I'll try to do that a little more quietly. Any questions you have, we can chat about them after. Remember, the quieter you are inside your mind, the more space there comes for God. It just comes naturally. So I'm going to turn my phone off from receiving data, putting it on airplane mode, but I'm going to turn on my clock. And if you see my eyes open in the middle of it, the meditation, it's because I'm checking my clock to see what time it is. I want to do about 20 minutes, and it's about 8 after now. So I'm going to sit back a little bit, pull my camera down just a hair, and see you in 20 minutes or so. Hi, everyone. You can open your eyes slowly, sit for a moment, adjust yourself. Thanks for coming this morning. Remember to practice. Practice makes not perfect, but perfect practice makes perfect performance. So the more you practice, the better you get at it. Every time your mind wanders, just go back to your prayer. Today, my mind was a little wanderable. I didn't get a great night's sleep. So I used my longer prayer instead of my shorter prayer because it helped my mind and I kept bringing my mind back. And on occasion, I just got to observe being in the peace, being in the silence. Meditation, heartful meditation, again, it isn't about asking for anything. It's about asking for the nothing. It's about asking for the mystery, for the light to be in you, to be in me, not for some kind of reward or some kind of gift, but just for the light itself. Meditation in any style brings a calm and a peace, and that's worth practicing for just by itself. So, everyone, thanks for coming today. Haithis and Maja, thanks for coming today. Um, I'm going to say fare thee well, everyone. If you have any comments or questions, you can reach out to me and on these comments, and I'll reply. So, peace be to all of you. I'll see you later.